and try and get a lot of kills and a lot of points and try and secure the MVP earlier on and then play safe and get to late game. Or you go for the opposite and go for a much slower start and then look to try and ramp up later on.
Yeah, I think got chased out of their drop location. Jaran wasn't able to find a weapon, so he just had to grapple out with melee.
I think, you know what they're doing? I think they're running straight to the podium to try and third-party the fight that's about to take place on the podium, because there were two teams there. So I think they might be looking to try and take advantage of that. And we got Bowder over here, getting some money, looking to try... Oh, they've already bought the Moonbeam. They already have it. Bowder have one, and KLA
and like you said, they're third-party on Ballista.
Oh, they missed the Ballista shot. They missed 3. No, they missed 5, in fact. They missed 5 shots, in fact. Wow. That's
we
that's
only
rough.
saw 3. Okay,
yeah, we
didn't look at the durability on the Ballista then.
Oh, but we're heading into the action. GG and JL are fighting it out in the desert. VVV's been locked down. He's trying to disengage. He's trying to get away from there. TXJ's coming in with the peel along with the other teammate. They're trying to keep them alive. VVV on a sliver of health. He's still going. LXM, he's trying to take him down, trying to get an elimination, but unfortunately he's not able to do so. And JL get themselves 3 quick kills off the rip. Now heading on over to the northern side of the map. Wolves, EG with a lovely parry going up against DRG. Wuxing, oh, he's really low. The Dragon Slayer came through, but it was immediately disengaged by that bell, but it looks as though it's not going to be winnable, and DRG are going to take down the Transformer composition.
Transformers are just so reliant on their ultimates to be able to pick up kills. Yeah. They really struggle in early game, because even if you get your ultimate online, you just don't have the loot scaling to be able to actually confirm kills off of those monk grabs fast enough. And now heading over to Mattel, we can see KLA versus Alliance. This time around QGG with that Takeda ultimate, going to be running on through. 17S early cast off that V2 on the Rumi and recasting it as well to be able to get it impacted to keep control of the spacing as QGG comes under so much pressure. We can see no one down just yet from the side of Alliance nor KLA. These ultimates are about to be running out. QGG finding the parry. KLA 17S does go down in the interim, however, and that is your Karumi, which means you can't tether onto the body and take advantage of the third-party distraction coming in as JL invite themselves to the bash and turn it quite literally onto CXZ. 17S just there bleeding out in front of JL as the entrance of another team immediately sends both KLA and Alliance absolutely scattering. Fortunately for Alliance, they're the ones that have drawn the ire of the engaging Buchen. We're going to see Lane just charge full on in with the pulsar to be able to deny the grapple stun lock. He's actually been able to bait FX directly into his other teammates. Alliance must have actually had one of these players salty res. This is a gamble. Viper V3 comes on out. FX losing all of that armor, utilizing the Wuchen F to be able to replenish a part of it. As we're going to cut over and look at XCG, who landing hot, have been able to pick themselves up a nice chunk of loot. Purple Hengsword coming on through for Kakaishi, who's actually going to get the Farrier mech. Gorgeous turn of the mech so that Wolf's Egg is not able to grab him away from that mech in the open space. And he will be able to keep the pressure up onto the monk if Wolves decide to try and engage.
The jump! The leap! And Egg is out of there. He's been taken down relatively low, though he's going to have to de-transform. And he has no armor to speak of either. And Kakaishi is going to pick up that elimination, their first elimination of the game, taking the lead over Bowder. But Bowder, they're lurking reasonably close by as well. They found XCG. They've spotted them out, but are they going to go for the engagement? It doesn't look as though they're going to do so. They don't have their ultimates just yet. I think they're hunting Wolves. They're hunting the remaining members of Wolves. The Wolf Pack, when split up, is much weaker. XEM popping that Yueshan ultimate. He's trying to disengage. ZK is nowhere to be seen, and it looks as though he might be the sacrificial lamb.
Well, this is Wolf's last life as well, remember?
Yeah,
they lost the fight on Waterfall.
It's good.
So
This is not looking too good for XEM. He's trying his best to disengage, but at this point, I think it's just it's not gonna happen. He is.
OUG on 6 kills now, by the way.
He's pulling
68.9 points. So if this map does go after this match, then OUG are potentially also going to be match point eligible, as well as JL, who've picked themselves up to 67.3. In fact, a lot of these teams, if it does go past, like we said, are going to come into contention for that title. And it ignores overall scoring. If you on match point get MVP, even if XCG and Biter are ahead of you in terms of scoreboard, you still win over them. Yeah. As XCG and Biter have been relatively quiet. They've only been able to pick themselves up 1 kill. XCG and Biter, like, honestly, that turnaround, the fact that Biter chased onto the lone player from Wolves instead of engaging onto XCG, if either of them walk away with an MVP in this game, could have been the fight that cost them, or rather the lack of fight that cost them. This is going to be the fight that could potentially cost them, as Biter and XCG are now eyeing each other up properly. Peak, I believe has Dreadful Whale in the back pocket, as well as we can just see the feathers around his avatar every single time he uses one of those dagger dashes. XG's Kakaishi gets caught out by the Viper F, has to utilize the F on the Yoto. The Moonbane gets dropped from the side of Biter that they bought early on the drop. Kakaishi with the F actually saves himself from the follow-up connection of the dagger LMB, and he's using the Hangsword movement tech to be able to put himself on top of the tower. Biter continue to apply this pressure. XCT Jianan also forced into utilizing that Fairy mech to be able to reposition away from the Bane's Breath, where Biter control all of the spacing. The problem is, Biter still have the Wuchen TP, and if the fight goes on longer, they're going to come into an ultimate first, because Jing still has the Tessa ultimate. The fact that you don't have to have 100% charge on it to be able to throw it on out. XCG now potentially losing one of their players in the rotation. Kakaishi got incredibly low, had to use the F already.
The parry.
Now panics into the Yodo ultimate to be able to peel the aggression since his health bar was so incredibly low. The Wuchen teleport is now going to be invested. Kakaishi jump cancels the Yodo ultimate to retain some form of ult charge as they turn onto the players of Biter, who teleported into their Bane's Breath that was still running in, and as a result, Jing lives another day. Neither of these teams managing to actually get that kill connection. Neither of them managing to knock each other out of the lobby. Dunk, that could have been the decider.
That could have been. And the thing is, the rebirths are about to expire. So if they'd kept fighting, that one of them could have very easily just been knocked out completely. Not sent to the Spirit Realm, literally just out for this game. And it could have been it could have been everything. It could have been everything for one of them. But, hey, neither team wants to go out just yet. Both of them were probably thinking, hey, the rebirths are about to expire. Might not be the best idea to just go all in. But it could have been the difference, as you said before. But we are heading on over to the realm of Yang. FPX is up against JL. JL, I've called them the Yang Kings. We're going to have to see if they can keep their throne. TXJ looking for the engage onto Dongxing. Dongxing using that ultimate to try and knock him back and create some space. Forced to use one Furin Blast, and another comes out. He's stunned out by the Tessa ultimate. Not very much damage comes through due to that Karumi F3 doing so much for him. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough for JL, not being able to buy enough time. But maybe it is. They do take down the Karumi, but the huge amount of damage, the Tumulk able to lock them down. The fan just hitting both of these players at the same time, and they take home the dub in that realm of Yang. But we're moving immediately on over to GG up against OUG. OUG is not looking too hot right here. One of them is extremely low, but so is the Yueshan, having come out of his ultimate. He does have some armor left over, so he is able to buy some time and not immediately get taken down. 330, he's so unbelievably low. LXM as well, he has been taken down. 330 needs to try and find a heal. CJS, he's trying to peel off the enemy team. He's trying to find an opening. He's trying to do anything he can to protect his teammate and potentially take an elimination from OUG, but it's nothing that they can't handle. OUG are able to take this realm of Yang, going all the way up to, what is that, 9 eliminations. And OUG, all of a sudden, they're climbing the leaderboard.
Okay, so we talked earlier about, Rupture Gale and Flame needing a little bit of a nerf. In my opinion, another soldier that needs a little bit of tuning, Focus Light. Because OUG's just keeps careening into players on GG's side, and because they can't parry it, they just get staggered, and there's nothing they can do. So the line became from OUG, you would go in, absolutely smack the ankles out of every player from GG, stagger them up, and then the follow-through would come in. And now he has a legendary pulsar to play off of that Takeda ultimate setup with blistering attached to it as well. Yeah, this Takeda is going to be absolutely terrifying. Speaking about terrifying, however, XCG are going to be incredibly scared. They have to come out on top of this fight because, like you said, the rebuffs are now removed, and XCG do not have Vermilion Bird Smite on their name. They throw in the ultimates. They are immediately able to lock down a kill onto OUG's The King as a result, and they should be able to keep themselves stable in the fight because of it. Yeah, and
something we missed.
The JL line. This is
something
the JL
we
line.
missed. Bowder's down.
Bowder's out.
Bowder's gone. When did that happen?
Oh, exactly. I'm sure we'll see a replay of it. The fact that XG are only on 4 kills. So they didn't chase.
It couldn't have been
kills
them.
That they've picked up from the side of OUG, the team that they just run into, as well as that earlier 1 kill that they had early on the drop. Oh no.
So Bowder's just disappeared into the night.
Yeah, Bowder can only watch and see whether or not XG hit.
This is it.
This must be it. DRG coming on in. Bowder getting the cast off onto the Tessa.
Oh yeah, run.
Price coming with the LMB into the Dreadful. Will be able to find the connection onto Moonlight, but it's a zip. And he's got Dreadful in his pocket as well. And he's able to turn it and kill Peak.
Oh my, I think that was a bit too aggressive there. Bowder's Peak, the Viper, did not have his ultimate up. It only just came up during the fight, and I think they thought that maybe they could take it and accumulate that remaining ult charge during the fight, but unfortunately they weren't able to. Same thing
they got
with
boxed in by the Temios as well.
I think the Wu Chen he got stuck in the tumult wall and couldn't use his ultimate because he did have it. He did have it for sure.
Unfortunately, as Wu Chen, you have to be freestanding to be able to pop and place your ult.
Yep.
Which means,
I mean, if you're stuck in a tumult
that's the reason why Wu Chen is
tough.
hard focused down on early engages, right? So that if you know that the Wu Chen teleport is up, you basically go after the Wu Chen to deny once a kill does come through. Like, we're going to make sure that the Wu Chen just can't get the freedom to be able to teleport out.
Indeed, it is. So it's all down to XCG. They are currently on 5 kills.
Yeah,
and they're seeming reasonably strong here, but we have JL
on 11 and
OUG
is on 9. So it's going to be up to how those two teams play and whether or not XCG gets incredibly aggressive. They're on Cannonball, so they can just play for final zone because the Yoto, the Yuashan, the Farrier, they all have so much knockback potential that when the zone collapses on up, you really can just play the final zone, the positioning, and utilize that corruption tick damage, sort of play fourth teammate. As Alliance taking a fight against GG. GG, I do believe, are under Yang depletion. Yeah, they've got the orange debuff on their hero portraits on the scoreboard. Lovely little touch to get to show us who exactly is under that instead of having to rely on the POV. As they do manage to find Lane, and also Alliance's bow off of the Farrier F3 coming on out from 330. And Alliance have actually expressed to live a GG back into this lobby. 3 Soul Blooms picked up for GG. Yang depletion is cleansed.
Huge. Absolutely massive for GG here. They're able to pick out those eliminations, get the Soul Blooms, and all the while it was in the zone. It was a rather dangerous and very committal fight, but they managed to make it work. Good for GG, not so good for Alliance. Unfortunately, they are knocked out of this game. But if XCG does not take the dub here, they have another chance next game to try and get as many points as they can. I think they're going to try and get in. I'd be surprised if they went for the grief here, considering they're not running the Viper.
They've only got 1 player in purple armor, though.
I don't know. It's kind of a... I think they were almost going to go in, but then they saw KLA on the other side and thought,
you know what I think it was? Maybe they wanted last Yang to be able to get either Mystic or White Tigers.
Yeah.
Like, they let other teams go in. They don't play for the kills. Yeah, because, like, they're still waiting to see whether or not they can take the last one.
I don't think there's much time,
also
though.
waiting to see if they can take the last one. And by waiting to take the last one, they put themselves up against jail.
I mean, yeah. Unfortunate for XCG.
No one gets it for free.
No one gets it for free.
Fully occupied by 4 teams.
Yeah, they're not able to get it, but here we are in the realm of Yang with OUG up against JL. Is JL going to be able to take this one home? OUG, is this the rematch from last one? I think, wait, I can't remember. There's a lot of teams fighting in Yang, but he's got that gold pole sword, and he takes TXJ so unbelievably low with 1 hit and then finishes him off in a very sharpest fashion, and there it is, just absolutely obliterated. OUG is not messing around this game. They are going all in. How many eliminations? 12 eliminations so far this game. They want that
legendary pole sword with blistering edge.
Yeah, on Takeda, it's absolutely
with Takeda as well, so you're not going to even be able to parry it. It's really
that is just huge
for teams to run into. Especially because you saw how quickly people just detonate on site. It's cremation. Yeah. It's straight up. It is just one player gets focused down and absolutely cremated within seconds. Especially if you're a Zip. Like, if you're relying on Zip, he'll, as we've talked about, Blistering Edge, surprise, surprise, with the name, has fire damage.
Yes,
and
indeed.
Fire damage, say it with me, chat, there's effective healing. So it means that Zip really struggles because unlike the Karumi, Zip cannot cleanse it. Oh look, XCG are back inside the purple bush.
They're chilling in the bush. I think they recognize that they're already behind on the massive kills.
Did you stash on blooms? They did. There is inside corruption tick, and they double back.
At least one. They have 1 soul bloom. I don't see the rest of the team, so I'm assuming that
they are taking damage.
Got the 1.
FX and VVV.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true.
So they are in corruption.
Interesting.
It's just a matter of whether or not.
Oh, they did. They have all 3.
Yeah. They had all 3. It must have been that one person ran, and they basically just had to hunt down the straggler. Unfortunately, WBG are going to be on the run because they just lost Sleepwalker. OUG's getting hit on the tail end of the Tissa V1. Make it a little bit easier. No, WBG, I don't think they had it. They just scattered off. Like, By Guy went left, and the Wuchen ran right. And unfortunately, that Wuchen was not able to escape. Actually, I just showed up on the wrong end of that kill feed. OUG's decides, okay, it's not worth it. I'm much better making sure that I stay with the rest of my team, that we don't spread ourselves too thin, which is nice. That is actually really good to see, because in the past, in regular week, OUG's would actually overstep aggression a little bit of the time and would have to try and survive hot water of a 1 versus 2 long enough for his team to be able to bail him out. Speaking about bailout, XCG might well need it. Kakaishi throwing out the RMB. They've got a bounty on their head too, so they can't play inside the bush. KLA with the Karumi Tower as well, going to make it even harder for them to be able to chunk the damage onto this Takeda. Fortunate news is it was used before Kakaishi came in with the Yoto ultimate, so the second that the damage reduction is removed, Kakaishi's going to be trying to remove the Takeda.
This is actually very, very well played by XCG so far. They are at a loot disadvantage, but... Oh, wait. The Karumi ult.
JL's coming.
And the third party as well. They do take him down. The QGG does get taken down by NiHQ. That is one kill down. The Tessa ultimate is going to come through, but are they going to be able to do anything? No! The staff! Don't use staff if you're going to pop Tessa Charm. You need something that hits hard and hits hard in 1 hit. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to capitalize fully on it. It looks as though Xiaonan may be the sacrificial lamb, though. Unfortunately, the perfect third-party timing coming through from JL. JL able to pick up another kill for themselves, taking them to 12. Ooh, are they going to be able to finish off this map? No, they're not. KLA 17S is able to teleport just in time, but he's 1 HP. Kakaishi trying his best to stay alive. The Yoto F3 keeping him going for just a moment, and it looks as though they may have been able to pull them into the sight of KLA. CXZ. He's tap dodging left and right. He's trying to stay alive, but he can't. You can see the disappointment and frustration on his face there as well. Unfortunately, KLA is now down for the count in this game. Game
By the way,
number 6.
OUG, JL, FPX have all put themselves above the 74 threshold point.
That's huge.
So
wait,
they don't need to win.
GG is only 4 points off.
GG is also only 4 points away.
Oh my god. Ooh.
We're probably going to game 7. Kakashi.
I think we are.
Yeah, Night HQ is bleeding out. Jaranan's already run out of time. Was Kakashi able to get a rebuff charm? No, he's still got 11,600 jades. They've been mostly all bought off as we have a ballista duel going on down. There is a Karumi Tava trying to attach onto the body. I believe it's Water, and he will be brought back. Unfortunately, it is a Tumult, not a Yuashen or a Tianhai. So you don't have an ultimate to be able to pop to instantly refresh your health. As Dongqing with that Takeda has to get aggressive as a result. OUG's you have it getting third-partied by JL, who decide to maneuver in. See that Ballista has been abandoned since OUG committed the fight onto FPX. Decide, hey, it's free real estate. And as a result, OUG just pack their bags and move on to the floor below.
Indeed. You don't want that smoke. The Ballista's a little bit too spooky at this point in the game, especially when you're already on 16 eliminations and you're that close to the 20 bomb with 16 total players left alive. Looks as though TXJ did take a bunch of damage over on the other side of the platform, but he is able to heal himself back up, fortunately for them. OUG and JL, crazy number of kills at this point in the game. But XCG's Yoto is still alive. Oh, FPX. Oh, Water. He's kind of a little separate from his team, but I think he's all right. Doesn't look as though they're in any immediate danger. I think they're trying to head on over to the Morris Blessing and see if they can pick up some scraps. But there aren't any.
Yeah, I was going to say,
think you want that blue armor. Yeah, they cleaned
legendary
that
armor, Merciless Havoc, I believe. I think Dongqing has Merciless Havoc as well, but he has to get the Karumi Tava on the rotate. I love the fact that Xiaohu as well is the player that goes behind, because if he gets pressured, he can just use the Tava to teleport to one of his players.
Exactly.
So you still can save the Takeda, but you also don't leave your Karumi to the Wolves. I say Wolves already out of this lobby. To the aggression coming out from the likes of Chi. Oh my goodness. That is bank.
That's a lot of gold jades.
That's more gold jades than purple at this point.
That's a lot of gold jades.
And I'm not sure if one of them is Arachnid from LXM as well. So that's going to be potentially problematic. Scattershot is one of the soul jades that we just saw being put into play. But everyone's just going to be waiting. GG, they need a kill.
Yeah, they need to get a few kills
just on the cusp of that 74 marker.
I mean, if they get no kills and get placement points, I think they do it. If they come first without getting a single kill, they could get into contention. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. I think every team wants an MVP though. Just for getting an MVP, you do get a bag. You do get a prize for simply getting an MVP in a game. So hey, it's still everyone still wants the dub. But
I was gonna say, where's the Bane dunk? There's the Bane.
There it is. There it is.
On top of OUG. Oh no. Well, the good thing for hi Kakashi. He's in the purple bush.
Look at Kakashi. No, I
think he's got a Bane surf dunk. I think he's got a Bane surf.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I believe in Kakashi.
That's not just Merciless Havoc in GG's pocket. That is Stanchion as well. So that has silence
Stanchion Sky Pillar
attached to it as well into that.
Here comes the fairy roll.
Goes incredibly low. Kakashi gets spotted by JL. CJS gets into his Farrier mech.
Oh, the damage.
Nice couple of cannon shot connections onto FPX, forcing Water away. GG, we can't currently see whether or not GG have been able to break into the 74 marker. Oh, there we go. Asking you shall receive.
Thank you.
71.1. Thanks, Prod. Love you. As GG, they effectively need either 2 more kills or to be able to have a better survival multiplier. CJS potentially coming under fire from the teams in the area. Gets stuck inside its Tumult Wisp. The second that the golden focus runs on through, is not able to charge up a blade,
he should have died
able
there.
to frame through it.
I saw multiple shots missing CJS. He's sitting still. Come on, guys. Come on. But then again, we all miss sometimes, and in this kind of situation where it's high intensity, high pressure, I bet you a few of them are trembling. The
you also
nerves,
don't want to
the
be too far
adrenaline.
ahead, right? When the wisp runs out, because that merciless is going to come and connect onto you. And very, very quickly, that aggression's going to get turned against you. GG have been able to actually flush FPX out of the outer edges of the zone and fully towards the middle. So they have a pocket of safety, and FPX, unfortunately, have to push themselves on top of a team.
Kakaishi got taken down as well.
Kakaishi got taken down like a minute ago? Yeah. Kakaishi went down before CJS got wisped.
I didn't see it, Sag.
He got spotted out by JL, who killed him with a musket shot.
Oof, that is unfortunate. But then again, it doesn't really matter at this point because he was the lone member left alive. The likelihood of him being able to take the MVP away from the likes of OUG and JL, who both have 16 and 15 kills respectively, is just impossible. It's just not. It's just impossible to do, unfortunately, unless he just went gold mode server admin and killed literally every single person in the lobby. It's not feasible.
Oh, GG are in a really risky position. Alex, without the duration ultimate, are going to be going out. Moonlight comes in with the kill. Oh no, GG has 71.1 points.
GG.
They just lost 2 players. They've only got the Yoto to play. If I was going to say, they tried to regress onto
the double parry!
Double parry!
And the stuff sap.
Will be able to get the sap and the heal. Gets the stanchion versus Havoc, but it gets parried before it can hit the golden frame. He's taking the corruption takes damage. He has to just put himself onto the cliff to try and scare rush away. It's all falling apart for GG.
No! What on earth?
71.1 points, and they're eliminated. They have to rely on...
He was fine.
8.
He didn't need to push this. He got the parry. He could have just immediately turned around. And he would have been completely fine. They would have probably tried to push him afterwards, but he could have ran them into the teams above him as well. He did not need to push for this. Going for that kill was rather
also tried to push onto
greedy.
OUG. I don't know whether they got forced into throwing the Farrier mech early, because it was used before. It wasn't used to cover a Yoto ultimate. It was used alongside the UHN transformation to try and push onto OUG.
Unfortunate nonetheless for GG. If they want to take home the bag, they better hope that this goes to game at number 8. But I have to say, it is rather unlikely. DRG also just all of them immediately losing their shield. Unfortunately, they do have that advanced heal. Moonlight staying alive. He's able to stay on his feet, but FPX are not going to let him go just so much. Wait, where did FX's health bar go? It looked as though he appeared and had no health, immediately getting deleted by WFZ. DRG is absolutely popping here, but then immediately as I say that, are taken down by FPX. FPX are all very healthy. They have the loot. They are going in, knocking players into the zone further and further. OUG as well, picking up another kill onto Moonlight. It is 18 kills for OUG. Are they able to
19?
get the 20 bomb here? 19 kills! OUG taking down Xiaohu. Don King, he is the man. He is the legend. He's trying to make it happen. It is now a 2v2 situation, but Don King takes down you. They just need one king. Oh no! The king